Hey folks! Well, looky here, another lesson video, huh? It's only been, I don't know, a couple of months. Okay, so I've got some time off, so I can spend some time making videos. I haven't done that in a while, and I really want to do it. And I've got some time now. It happens to be nighttime, so the lighting's not all that great, so sorry. And I've moved into a new room, so that's why things may look a little different. And I had to turn on the right light thing on the camera, so the video quality might be, but you don't care. I hope. Alright, so I want to talk about this little technique that I've been working on for a while and definitely haven't mastered it yet, and it's kind of difficult today because I just got new frets on this guitar yesterday, and so I'm having to spend some time breaking it in. It's still pretty slick, mostly from the polish that they put on here, but the guitar plays amazing. Anyhow, the idea that I want to talk about is crawling up the neck. We've talked about economy of motion before and being able to move up and down the neck efficiently and easily. This is one of those things that you can do. And for you Steve Vai fans, you might be familiar with the idea of crawling fifths. If not, you'll recognize the sound and the look of it. So let's just start very simply with what I mean by this crawling idea. A scale on one single string instead of you would excuse me. So you're starting at a note, hitting the next note, and then sliding up to that note from the previous one, and then just repeating that process. And you want to go up as high as you can because it can be difficult to play some of this stuff high. Stop it. You got to be more accurate with these smaller frets. And then even going backwards. Just something to kind of get used to the feel of that. Just starting on one string, and then maybe you want to go up to two and get this idea. Something like that. Kind of the idea there is I'm just hitting a B, second fret on the fifth string, sliding up to an F sharp, hitting the note, and then sliding from the note below it, going back to the fifth string, and just continuing that pattern. Staying within a scale, you want it to sound musical, unless you don't, then that's fine too. But take a scale that you know and just apply kind of this idea to it and see what kind of things you can come up with. Another thing you can do is using arpeggios. That can be interesting. So we'll take a B arpeggio, for example. That's the Steve Vai riff there. And just taking chord shapes and arpeggios and just moving them up the neck. So I'm not changing the finger pattern. Finger pattern stays the same. You're just changing positions. Starting at the second position, staying with this B motif. And then just move that up. So then move it up to C sharp. So all the way up. You want to try to cover as much of the neck as you can. So you get this, then gradually try to speed it up. Something like that. I'm still pretty sloppy with it, and still pretty sloppy playing this guitar because it's so slick still. Excuses. The other idea, instead of doing arpeggios, is maybe staying within one particular. Just kind of one particular scale, and I know that was the same scale, just using chord arpeggios. But if you take, for all of you theory geeks at home, freaks, That was unnecessary. I apologize. So you take a B, again with the B, and just try to travel up using as much of the scale as you can using this idea. Pretty much once I got up to the first string, I just alternated between the first string and the second. So a nice quick way to get up the neck, and just practice that slowly. Maybe not even that fast, maybe slow it down even more just to kind of get the feel of it and make sure the timing is right. What's really important with this, and this is the difficult part when you try to start getting fast, is making sure that each note rings out crystal clear. You don't want this. That's not what you want unless it's something you do want. But every note needs to have its own little voice. So that's a little bit about crawling up the neck. So I'll have those little examples tabbed out if you would like. They will be on andrewsmusiccorner.com right underneath the video as always. All right, see ya.